Being a Touching Hearts franchisee is the best career decision I ever made. I've had several other careers and none has been as fulfilling, and it's also a good business opportunity.
Back when I was a franchise owner of Merry Maids, which I was for 9 years in the 80s, we served elderly clients. What would happen is our maids would go in and start to clean. Well, we found that they would take a couple hours just because, or something that would take 1 hour would take them 2 hours because that person was starved for companionship, starved just to talk to someone. I mean, the socialization is so important for all of us, but really for that person who lives alone. We're in multiple states and we're growing every day. We are a nationwide company. We attract people that want to make a change in their lives. We have so many that are professionals. They've had their career, and they're at that point in their life that they want something more meaningful.
It's probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. I've never worked so hard, yet enjoyed what I do so much.
Being a senior care franchise owner is not for everybody. You need to have, number one, a passion for taking care of others. If you don't have that passion for taking care of others, you're not going to succeed at this.
A good franchise owner, I think, would be somebody that's compassionate.
Someone who loves to serve people.
Somebody who cares about people, who really cares about people.
Friendly, outgoing.
They're very empathetic, and I think they like a challenge.
Reliable, be a good listener.
Owners who have a passion and heart to care, have a give first mentality, and have some pretty sound business sense.
Someone that has really kind of felt a calling for this business, has a real place in their heart for wanting to help people.
Understand that everyone has value, and whether it's their staff, or it's their client, or it's just someone they're meeting on the street.
Some kind of good business sense and compassion and care.
You have to care for people. You have to want to serve people.
Should be somebody who's passionate about the elderly and disabled.
Thinks creatively and thinks outside of the box. Doesn't mind a day that varies a lot.
They need to put themselves in somebody else's shoes and try to see how that person is feeling in order to assess what their needs might be.
They need to have certainly some business experience or business sense, but maybe even greater than that, that can something be learned. They really need to have a heart for people because it really is a business that you're investing yourselves into other people.
If you enjoy doing this, you're going to be successful, you're going to live a happier life, and you're going to make a difference in other people's lives, and I think that's something that is difficult to get a grasp on these days.
We attract quality people, sincere people to our business. It is a business that if you really don't have passion to serve, you're not going to last in this business. Because it's more than just about making money in this business. It's about the ability to build relationships with people. What we bring to our franchisees it's the support. It's systems. I had 11 years of doing the actual business before I actually started to franchised. So what we have are systems that have been around for a long time. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. It has been invented. We do offer a roadmap for our franchisees. I made every mistake so you don't have to. That's one of the benefits of being a franchise owner, is that we have not just the systems in place, but we have the steps that it takes to be a business owner. And we walk you through that whole process. And you're not rewriting systems. You're not creating something that's already been created. We walk you through everything so that you don't have to spend weeks upon weeks looking for space, wondering how much space. What should I have? What do I need as far as computer, software? What do I need for programs, QuickBooks, ADP? There's so many things that are taken care of. We have our business partners, our professional partners, where the insurance. We have, because we're nationwide, we can get better rates, better service. We can work with companies that you probably couldn't even reach just on your own.
When they first come in and we first do training, I go through a series of basically I have a checklist of the things that we go through that we need to get done to help, or to get the website set up, to get emails set up, everything that really is technically going to be needed in terms of technology in the office. We try to do a lot of that right away at training.
Training that comes from the founder and CEO is so phenomenal. Having the ability to learn from that experience, you really don't need to have a lot coming in other than the obvious qualities of being genuine and being a hard worker and all the things that would make anybody a good business owner, but being trainable is key.
To the benefit of our franchisees in terms of their training, in terms of their support, we are sitting across the table from you when you're here. This is not a PowerPoint presentation in a dark room. This is one-on-one that you can't get anywhere else. The most important part of this process and helping you decide if this is something you want to do the rest of your life, I think, is speaking with our franchisees. And not just to have them tell you how great we are, but in a sense help you find out if this business is right for you. Ask them why they made this decision. And not just people that have been doing this for 5, 6, 7 years. Talk to the people that just got out of training and ask them what they think about it. And get a sense for who Touching Hearts really is as a culture. This is a very personalized, very caring business, and you want to make sure that you're in an organization with like-minded people. People that are very driven to be successful, but also have that passion for taking care of others.
A day in the life of being a Touching Hearts owner is really interesting. Each day is different because we're dealing with the human factor, both in terms of the clients we serve, their families, as well as our employees. So it's a very, very interactive experience every day. This is not a job where you're crunching numbers in your office for very long at a time. So it's great if you're a kind of a person who enjoys that social interaction. And I literally leave the building each day knowing that I've really made a meaningful difference in the lives of many people through having great employees and a great staff and a great office staff, and through the people I've hired, made a huge difference.
There's no reason to continue with a life that you don't enjoy, and I think being a Touching Hearts at Home franchise owner is not so much a job per se, it's really a life.